Welcome to College Station,
Daisy.
Texas. Kyle
Stop
Field,
that.
home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So A&M's offense will get the first possession of the game. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field.
It's a running room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So New Mexico State's offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Harris will throw. Finds a spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Really good job on the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Across the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Aggies are marching down the field.
And listen, you get zone coverage, and you can hit that curl route, and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Using his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The RPO, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
That's what players call a 7. And that receiver ran it to perfection.
Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Harris back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, you get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This time on target. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Davis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Aggie. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jeff. Breaks into the open. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Rice came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Houston had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Harris will throw. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Got 3 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Back open in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Pulls it in. It's Davis. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here. Cutting.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Harris back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Got him downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just a short pass to the tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quickly to the tight end. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Davis. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
Wants to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Fires to the big fella. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Looking to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're adding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Harris will throw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw's got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man quickly. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but When you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabs it inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
That's good.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. A designed run for the quarterback. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loss of 3. 3rd down coming up.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And he's going to be just short of the first down. He's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. He splits the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Harris back to pass. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
So now it's 2nd and long.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the...
There he goes. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's got it and still on his feet.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all of them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking them right to the face.
Inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Gives it on the option. Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Here we go. Harris will throw. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He's got him. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So we open the final period with a third down play. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They go to the ground. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Picks up 3. Brings up second down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Hi, Alex.
This Texas A&M.
Hey, what time do you need to leave? We need to be there at 7, right? 7:20. Okay, whatever time I thought you were supposed to be there, let's look it up. Is there a text message at all? Because I was thinking they want you there when they start practicing. No. Did you confirm with somebody that?
From my memory, I remember 6:40. Now, that doesn't mean that my memory is always 100% correct. I know they want me there. I know this 100%. They want me there for the second time through what they sing. They practice every song. They might go in, and then they do a full run of all the songs. I need to be there for that. Maybe not even all of them, just like some of them. So, 7:20 should be fine.
I sure wish I knew. I mean, I guess I'll trust you. I don't know. It's too late to know. Stuff like this, you should know what time you're supposed to be there. Can you check online and see when practice starts? How about let's be a little bit on the safe side. I'll have you there at 7. Okay?
Okay.
I'll get you up in the morning, all right?
Are we getting practice on the way, or?
Maybe we could.
You're gonna wake me up?
Yes.
Is wasting no time. Power football with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Finds the tight end, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
Got to like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Now on second down. To throw, it's Daly. Get it out on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point in the game against a defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
They'll try to get it through the air. Looking deep down the right side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away.
Fourth down.
And that is how a punter helps out his defense, hitting them deep in their own territory. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route and hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of...
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. A deep throw as the clock winds down. This defense has been so dominant, David, that the 12th man feels like like he's out there literally. Extra people on the stop troops.
Yeah, no doubt. They've been flying all over the field, and the tradition of the 12th man is like no other. You don't see that anywhere else in college football, and this defense and crowd gets into the game, and they represent.
To the air, it's Daly. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yeah, I'll let it go. What things are doing. Sure you don't notice it.